For cbs.com/RX savings or /RX rewards.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KUNX 1070 News Radio. Good morning. I'm Rob Archer. Top local story at 8:30. It's been an unusually tragic morning on Southern California streets and freeways. 3 people have been killed in 4 separate crashes involving wrong-way drivers. First, on the 405 through the Sepulveda Pass, pickup truck traveling southbound at 60 to 70 miles an hour in the northbound lanes crashed head-on into a Jaguar near the Getty Center Drive exit. CHP Sergeant John Richwine told CBS 2 the driver of the Jaguar was killed instantly.
For the driver of the pickup truck, on scene, he was walking and talking with our officers. He was compliant. However, he was transported down to the hospital just to get a medical clearance and get checked out.
Richwine says the pickup driver is suspected of driving under the influence. The northbound 405 through the Sepulveda Pass was down to 1 lane after the 2:30 a.m. crash, but all lanes are open now. There were also 3 other wrong-way crashes across Southern California overnight, including one that killed a person on the eastbound 210 freeway in Monrovia. That happened about 4:40 a.m., but a car that was going against traffic smashed into another one near Huntington Drive. The 3rd wrong-way crash unfolded on the eastbound 105 freeway in South LA when a pickup truck slammed into a Honda near South Vermont Avenue. 1 person was killed, and a 4th crash reported in the West Athens area on the eastbound 105 near Vermont Avenue. A sex video that was made in Santa Monica and then posted online sparked an uproar because of some of the places it was shot. Reporter Christopher Ardo has the details in an exclusive story by CBS 2.
It's a porn stunt apparently meant to get clicks, but it's provoking outrage. The video shows a woman exposing herself on Santa Monica streets, even outside John Muir Elementary, then carrying out sex acts inside the Ocean Park Library.
That woman and the man who's also in the video were in that library during its regular public hours, and many people who've heard about it say they are truly shocked that anyone would do that kind of thing while knowing that regular library customers, including children, might have caught them in the act. Police say they're aware and they are looking into it. Friends have gathered to remember a Sun Valley High School senior who was shot to death at a house party as police reach out to the community for help identifying his killer. Christian Camacho was one of 3 people shot by a party crasher Friday night in Arleta. One witness said he heard 10 gunshots after the party crasher argued with some of the guests. Camacho was shot multiple times and died on the sidewalk. 2 others were wounded. Jesus Pisano told CBS 2 that his friend had been helping his mom raise his 2 younger brothers since the recent death of their father.
It's just like his family, they've gone through a lot, like in the household and all that stuff. So he's had like a rough life.
LAPD detectives do not have a motive or even a description of the suspect. They're asking anyone who saw something to give them a call. There's also a GoFundMe account to help Christian Camacho's family with the costs of the funeral. The LA Fire Department's expanded its capacity to quickly respond to medical and fire emergencies.
A 4th Fast Response Vehicle, or FRV, has been added to the department. It will be assigned to Fire Station 82 in Hollywood, enabling the department to keep its engines and ambulances available for other calls. LA Fire Chief Ralph Terrazas.
In addition to the FRV expansion, we have added 2 very significant capabilities. They include the ability to medically clear patients with an acute mental health crisis or public inebriation for transport to a mental health urgent care center or a sobering center.
He says they've also been certified to assist with SWAT deployments by the LA Police Department.
As medical support for LAPD officers as well as for anybody who may need medical attention.
Having the FRVs in service has been described as a paradigm shift for the fire department. In Elysian Park, Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
New list is out of the 20 most dangerous intersections in LA, and Sepulveda and Sherman Way in Van Nuys is number 1.
It's dangerous for cars and dangerous for people on bicycles or on foot. USC looked at LAPD data and found there were 47 crashes at this intersection last year. People who live in the area say they believe it.
Well, it is a really busy intersection, so there's a lot of traffic.
More traffic means more opportunities for collisions. She says she's seen a few wrecks here herself. She vividly remembers one of them.
An SUV and a small car that they were, I guess, crossing.
Of the 20 worst intersections in LA, 6 are in Van Nuys. LA has a special name for the streets where most accidents happen, the High Injury Network. They use the network to try to identify places for safety improvement projects. in Van Nuys. John Baird, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Prisoner on San Quentin's death row has died, and like the clear majority of California inmates sentenced to death, he died before he could be executed. John Abel was sentenced to death for killing a man during an Orange County bank robbery in 1991. He died yesterday at a hospital. The Corrections Department scheduled an autopsy, though it says foul play is not suspected. He was 75. There are 728 inmates awaiting execution in California. Now, since 1978, when the state reinstated the death penalty, 13 inmates have been executed. 2 more were put to death, executed in other states. An update on the coronavirus. That story is coming up in 3 minutes. It's 8:35. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Here's Jeff Diggs.
All right, let's start in Santa Clarita. If you're on the 14 southbound, trying to make your way towards the 5 and heading towards L.A. or even to Santa Clarita, right at Escondido Canyon Road. This was an earlier solo car spin out. The car flipped over multiple times, but the CHP has had all lanes blocked for a while now. They're trying to get this car upright and off the freeway. So that's what's going on there. Also in Sherman Oaks is still trying to clear up a truck that overturned on its side. This is on the 405 northbound connector to the 101 right there in Sherman Oaks. It's been a problem now for about 45 minutes. Studio City 101 northbound at Coldwater Canyon, a solo car spin out has been cleared to the right shoulder, so some good news there. Still have that signaler working in Monrovia 210 eastbound before Huntington Drive. This is due to an earlier fatal crash that was caused by a wrong-way driver. Only the right lane is open. The other lanes are supposed to be open at 9 o'clock at the top of the hour. We'll keep you posted on that. And then finally, Irwindale on the 210 westbound, right near the 605, reports of a brush fire on the right shoulder. Your next report coming up at 8:45. I'm Jeff Diggs with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Sunny and breezy today, highs in the 60s and 70s. Clear skies tonight, lows down to the 40s. Going to be partly cloudy tomorrow. The winds continue blowing. Highs going to be in the mid-70s. Your exclusive 5-day forecast is coming up at 8:45. Currently, it's 56 in Simi Valley, 53 in Culver City, and 58 degrees in Lancaster at 8:37.
This is Mike Diamond's buddy Fred. After the last presidential debate, suddenly everybody's talking about plumbers. Mike Diamond Plumbing isn't much into politicking, and you won't hear about our favorite candidate. But having had to clean up a lot of the stuff those folks are flinging out there on the campaign trail, you may say we're a group of experts. We've had to fish out foreign policies from toilets. We win the war on clogs in your shower. And bailouts? Well, by fixing leaks, we've probably saved over 700 billion gallons of water in the Los Angeles area alone, give or take. So if your bathroom's like most politicians and full of crap, call us. We can promise change in your plumbing condition. We'll work under the sink, across the aisle, wherever it needs fixing. We're here for all people. So while everyone else is talking,